Hello and welcome to Inner Thoughts. Today we have Miss Global World Ambassador. Welcome back.
Hi, yes, it's been a year already.
No, it's
Goodbye.
crazy. Literally
Yeah,
almost like a year. Exactly.
almost a year. Yeah. How have you
So
been?
I've been great. How are you? You've looks like you've
Good.
been
Busy.
thriving from what I've seen.
Yeah, lots going on.
Yeah, and how do you feel with the new title?
Okay, honestly, Thailand was amazing. I have to give a shout out to Annie because she did such an incredible job just coordinating everything. New title's amazing. I wasn't actually expecting it. Like I was so excited. I think everyone did really was exceptional, honestly. Um, yeah, so I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to see what I do with it because all the growth that came from the last title I wasn't even expecting, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, of course. And do you have anything you want to do with this new title? Like, do you have plans or what you want to do?
Yeah, so actually my now it's like a new journey because I actually just finished my YTT program, so yoga teacher training. So that's kind of it's
Oh,
all kind of aligning right now, right? So and I just am joining with Dress for Success soon. So I think with this title, that's kind of a transition into that role as well. So I'm excited to see how I can kind of bridge the two worlds with that organization. I don't know if you've heard of it, Dress for Success.
it sounds familiar if you
Yeah,
want to
it's a
talk about what they
nonprofit
do.
for women. So they basically just help them get ready for like the working roles, and there's a
Oh,
lot of
that's where
cohorts in
they
there as
help.
well.
Is that the organization that kind of provides like business attire for like interviews
Yes,
and that
yes,
kind of thing?
exactly,
Very good.
exactly. Yeah. And they provide like mentorship and workshops and everything for just depending where you're at in life, right? So I think it was great because I've worked in harm reduction for so long and it's like amazing, but I'd love to open myself up to different groups and just humans of all walks of life, right?
Yeah.
So I think this new title is going to be really closely associated with my roles there. But then on its own, I think I'm starting my own personal brand, which will launch hopefully this month
Oh,
soon.
can we get a sneak peek of what that might be?
Maybe. I'll answer what I can. I will
Okay.
definitely answer what I can because it will be sooner than later. But with that, I think definitely will tie in a lot with my new title as well.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing that
Yeah.
announcement.
It's a lot of just I want to do more community outreach, not just community outreach, but I want to create more spaces, like safe spaces for women or even youth, like men, like boys and girls, honestly, just to connect, discuss, because I think that's like the real essence. I got to know myself on a much deeper level last year, I would say, just spiritually, non-spiritually, through titles, no titles, jobs. I think I did a really big deep dive the last year. So I'm excited to just create spaces and like bring community in with
Yeah,
my new
for
title.
sure. And now that it is an international title, do you have
Right.
plans to travel internationally and kind of bring your title to that stage?
Yeah, so I'm so again still very new to pageantry because this was my first pageant and I won the winning title for my first one. I remember our podcast being so funny, like very humbling, very humbling. But yeah, so internationally, I think this opens up a lot of doors. I'm gonna keep quiet about certain things, but I definitely want to go global because even with my Miss Canada Global World was global, so I think it was all leading towards this. So it's really beautiful how it kind of panned out
Mhm.
that I was in Abbotsford and then from there Thailand and then from Thailand going to Kenya. It feels like a dream, if I'm being honest. So I want to see actually what I can do internationally because of my brand is going to be like a website and newsletter and I could go global and because of the workshops I'm facilitating and all these things could also be global. I travel a lot for just leisure. I think there's no shame in that. We definitely need breaks, but I do want to tie it into work, right? Like if I'm there for a leisurely trip, maybe a few days for like even yoga. Like I could teach yoga globally now because I'm
Oh, for
certified and
sure.
insured. So it's like awesome. So I'm
And
really excited to see.
yeah, and even a big thing that I've been seeing a lot lately, like last October, I went to Portugal on like a yoga retreat.
Oh,
So
did you?
like,
How was
yeah.
that?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Literally every morning we woke up, we did yoga,
Yeah,
we went on hikes like to
that's
waterfalls
awesome.
and different It was amazing. So that's definitely something you should look into because it brings two
How long
passions
was that?
together. We were gone, I think 6 days. Like it was quite a while. It was a good
Wow,
chunk.
that's
Yeah, it was
awesome.
amazing.
How'd you feel?
It was great, especially because I'm definitely not at the physical like fitness that I used to be at. So it was
Okay.
honestly really comforting having other people support me. Like I remember like I was the one struggling the most up like a really steep hill and literally I
Yeah.
got to the top and everyone was like, "Yay, like you did it." And like it literally was so heartwarming. Like
I
they were
love
just
the community, like
yeah.
honestly, because I know it's like it sounds like it's mixed with like yoga and activities, right, for yours.
Mhm.
But I love that because people shy away from it. It's like just because you're a yoga instructor doesn't mean you can do all the things. And that doesn't even mean yoga per se. Like yoga is breath and like being in your body and like using like honestly challenging your ego. Long story short, like
Well,
you're
no,
more of an
every day of
advantage.
yoga was like a different thing. One
Yeah,
is more breath work, as you said. Another day
yeah,
was trying to work more on flexibility. And the best thing about like a yoga retreat is like you could opt in on the days that you really wanted to go to that morning yoga and each event, you could still
yeah,
make it your own. But that's definitely
exactly.
something you could do because it would mix yoga and travel.
Yeah, seriously. I know. I actually need to sit down and like see what the next like last quad of the year will look like for me and then kind of it's honestly like I'm not even a business owner and I'm just moving in quads. Like that's how it's going right now. Like just a normal
Honestly,
freaking
life is busy. And I mean, you do so
yeah.
much. I see you doing makeup all the time. Like, you are a
Yeah.
business person. It's
Yeah,
not
I
like you're
mean
not.
definitely like an entrepreneurial vibe, but not, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just kind of, I'm just open to everything. But my focus is still there. It's private, but it's there. But I want to see how much I can like challenge myself in a sense. So it's not coming from a place of like escaping and like constantly doing so many things to like do so many things.
Yeah.
Kind of like, what am I good at? What am I bad at? Let's figure it out and then aim accordingly in my 30s, right? So I'm excited to see how I can take this internationally. I'm really excited.
Yeah. That is super exciting. It sounds like you
Yeah.
have so much coming your way.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah. And what was the biggest difference you found between like the national competition and when you went to the international?
Honestly, completely different. I was thinking because I remember at nationals Annie like scaring us. Like, on purpose, I'm allowed to say this. She was like telling us during the orientation and stuff. She's like, "This is no joke. Like, I think reality. I honestly wish hot take, but like pageants had reality TV.
I was
I think
literally
that's
thinking
insane.
that yesterday. I was like, I should start a reality show about
Oh my God, can you?
Bro, I'm like, I
You
thought about that. I
should,
was like, what can I
dude.
do? Because I love the
Yeah,
pageants like community. I was like, I'd
yeah,
love to be able to like film behind the scenes and like get actually one-on-one talking. Like that would be so fun.
right. No, even like the dramatic transition, not that we have beef or like there's any drama like that really, but like you can sound effects. You know what I mean? I think
100%.
that'd be super fun. But no, the biggest difference was definitely just like you're in a whole nother country. You don't have everything like, and I understand that in Abbotsford, like everyone kind of, some people flew out, right? I got lucky it was local. So I don't know how different it was for them, but I think overall, like itinerary, expectations, criteria, marking, everything is a bigger level up for sure, right? So because they know you made it through nationals, so I think the expectation is different and
Mhm.
higher, which is fair. I had fun. I feel like I'm more of an easy go with the flow. I'm not super competitive. I just like I think everyone's great. I think you can't really like nothing can really be taken from you. So you just have to show up as your best foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. What was your favorite day? Because I know a lot of people say you kind of had the traveling
Um,
day with the elephants and all that.
I would honestly say, I think, did others say that too?
Yeah.
I think it was all so incredible. And I'm actually proud of myself. This time around, I posted like in real time and not like months after.
Good
Like,
job. Good job.
yeah, good job. But I think the traditional Thai outfit day, I have to say, just gorgeous. The food, I remember had like my own little moments that I'm kind of remembering from the morning of because everyone like was super rushed to get ready and on the bus. but I like made 3 minutes for breakfast, even though no one else had breakfast. So it's like a little special moment for me. But I think dressing up, and then I had one of a few of the hotel workers actually dress me. I think that's why I was like, it was just
Oh,
so sweet because I was like, it came down to the lobby and everyone's dressed, and I was like, don't know how to put this on. So they kind of helped me. So I have a really sweet memory there. Elephants were amazing. I did see elephants in Bali as well, but completely different. They're not like Thailand elephants. Spots and everything. So it was really cool to know more. My favorite was the boat. I actually loved the boat vibe because I think all of our phones were kind of off. The girls were real
yes.
chilling. It was so funny. Like there's water coming up from under us by accident.
Oh my
It was
God.
just such a wholesome moment. I'm really glad the photographers were there because I think everyone was so present on the boat. I will say that because we were kind of like so tired from just back to back that day. So I think my favorite part was the boat out of our like exploring day, just because like I got to talk to everyone. It was like it was very unfiltered.
Yeah, that sounds great. And
Yeah.
I know a part of that day you guys went to a school and some people submitted to be a part of that World Peace Book. Were you one of the people who had something in it?
I was. So that was amazing. Mahana's so generous to be offering us that position. When I got the email, I was so excited. I wrote her right back so quickly. We actually signed. So one of my other favorite memories was not when we're, well, yes, when we were handing it out, of course, but when we were signing it because we kind of just got to read everyone's. That was like the first moment I got to see the book, right?
Hmm.
So I got to read through other Queen's passages and just read mine. And I love how she added little I don't know if you saw it, but like the not emojis, stickers,
Hmm.
like based on everyone's passage, like something relevant to that. I
I
thought that was
know.
so cute of her.
She
Yeah, I think
always, when she does something, she gives 110%.
I love that. And I love that because that's the only way to do anything. You have to, it
Exactly.
comes from an overflow. You can really see that she put her heart into it. It was so well thought out, and the kids loved it. The kids loved all the gifts and like just our us being there. They like saying us happy birthday. I think it was someone's birthday.
Oh,
It was super cute. It was super cute, yeah.
yeah,
And I don't know if the other queens were able to talk about like the inside of it, the inside of the
not too
school.
much, no.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like there was a little theater in there. They like paint the walls, the bookshelves. It was like so pristine, clean, just like exactly what the kids would have wanted. And I really feel like the love and the respect that the facilitators have for these kids. And one of their missions, it still sticks in my head. They said that they're taking care of these kids with the hopes that they'll be able to return to their families. So I think that's just such a selfless, like such a selfless way of seeing that. Like I've never really seen that. I've never really heard that in movies or so to be
Yeah.
exposed to an environment that's so selflessly loving and just taking care of these kids and then have them be sent back, just hope like if their parents are like in a place where they can take care of them, right? So it's like the fact that they even have that choice beautiful, was beautiful.
No,
I thought
yeah,
that was
that's
amazing.
sounds amazing.
Yeah, and the playground. I just think the whole place was just stunning. And when we were walking in, oh my gosh, they were like had little cards for us, and they like colored them. They
Oh,
colored on the cards, and they had like little messages written, and they just handed out to us as we were walking in to welcome us. That was amazing too. Like we were not expecting any of that. So
wow. Yeah,
yeah,
that's incredible. And kind of going from your pageant very closely after was the nationals where you gave up your previous title, right?
yeah, yes, in
So how
Montreal.
was that moment? I mean, I know it was probably not as hard as some of the girls who didn't have another crown going
Yes.
forward, but how was that moment?
I think honestly both were probably hard just because like you had that year of memories and like just like and it is nice to like meet up again because like we all won kind of at the same time and we are all giving it up at the same time. Bittersweet, but I actually like think everyone who won was so well deserving and it was like really tough week because it is nationals and if they're coming from regionals or even if there was their first pageant, right? Like
Mhm.
it was probably like so much. They were really the nerves were high. I remember I taught them a makeup session, like a makeup
Hmm.
orientation for the previous pageant before that one. But it was some of the similar girls were there. So they kind of like reached out if they needed
Oh,
anything as
nice.
well. Sorry. But yeah, it
And
was
you were a judge this time around, right?
yeah.
So how
Yeah.
is that kind of taken on the judge role?
I wasn't able to be there physically,
Mm.
but I did see Annie kept me in the loop and like I tried to be as part of as much as I could. It was just really great to see and catch up with everyone and I was so updated on like Melanie's stories, Trisha's stories, so they were kind of keeping me in and they had my banner there. It was
I
amazing.
know. That was
Yeah,
so thoughtful that
it
she
was
had
so
all of you
thoughtful.
guys.
Yeah, but I think all the girls did an exceptional job, and even their prep, like towards the pageant before they headed out, was just like so go, go, go. So they really stayed on top of it. And from what I heard about the judging rounds, like they picked correctly. Like, yeah, they were not easy. I'm gonna say that for sure. Like, I know like the other queens who won with me, like they were not easy markers. It was like very well deserved. It was very like the right amount of challenge, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I've talked to a couple of the winners so far, and
Okay.
they seem to
How do
be
they
lovely
feel?
people. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I speak well, even in our like the podcast episodes,
Yeah.
you can just tell they're good people.
Yeah. No, they're lovely and just everyone's like personality and they all have fun. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, nice it is as it is to win, the sisterhood, the girlhood, just being there, just seeing like the pajama party again. It was just so cute because it's like we have our version of it, you
I
know? So
know.
I loved keeping up with everything. Like I think it was just amazing. Like
I know. And
Annie,
then at the same time, like, I don't know if you use Snapchat, but I was getting those like memories of the like last
yeah.
year this time, and I was like, oh,
I know, and I did. We had our moment right before the finale too. No,
yeah.
everything was just so special.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it, and it just flew by. And it just
Oh,
flew
I
by. I love,
know.
like, I'm very
Already a
proud of
year.
all of the queens, like all of our growth. I think just exponentially grew just as individuals and in our crafts and in our advocacies and in our purposes. Like we really pushed ourselves, and I think showing up as a judge was just such an honor in that sense because like we've done the work and it's coming from like us judging, making it hard and all these things. That's fun and games, but it's like it's backed up by so much compassion and understanding because we were there,
Hmm.
right? So I'm not trying to be like, oh, we were difficult, but it was just fun. I think everyone really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And kind of what is your current advocacy?
Okay, so my current advocacy right now. So before it was a little bit more focused on compassionate care across all sectors like healthcare, beauty, and everything. And now I'm getting more into leadership roles of mentorship. So with Dress for Success, I'm starting their mentorship program and I'm actually facilitating workshops with them now. I did a couple and now they want me to do more.
Oh,
So that's
good.
really exciting. So I think I'm switching over my advocacy a little bit more into my personal brand alongside facilitating workshops and building communities and creating safe spaces where we can have discussions and just hear from other people's experiences because as much as I want to get on stage and teach yoga and teach makeup and teach, I think I've learned that about myself. I'm more here to be a catalyst to growth, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Because there's not enough of us hearing from other people's lived experiences. There's lots of books for everything. You know what I mean? Mindset, health, like there's a lot of educational things for things, but there's not enough people who are just wearing their heart on their sleeves and showing up and doing the work and just connecting with others without a transactional feel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like you're almost talking about like selfless acts. Like, yes, people
Yeah.
help each other, but usually they get something out of it. You don't
Yeah.
want that part of it.
Yeah, but my advocacy is not negating people who are doing that either. I just
Hmm.
think it's for because that's really important too, but I just don't think that's my calling. So I think for my advocacy, I really want to focus on like creating spaces and having people follow a journey of self that is authentic because we're hearing the word authentic so much, but how many of us are really embodying it and doing the work, right? Behind the scenes. So kind of being an example in that sense, effortlessly though, right? Because I could teach a lot of things and I'm totally there if someone wants mentorship or yoga instructing or makeup or harm reduction site. I educate little kids on like drug overdose and naloxone, which is amazing. But I also want to just be at a place where I could just like create and just give gifts to people and just like kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, just like be that space, safe space for them and then amplify their voices. I think that's the next step with like my brand and like all that. Like nothing really matters to me. Like it matters, but it doesn't matter because if I can't give back to the world energetically, right? what's the point of that? Any questions though about that? I know I just kind of went off on
No,
just
I
that.
think you did well. Like it kind of, you explained it well. You are wanting to move more from, doing stuff yourself to helping other people do stuff to help.
And amplify their voices,
Yes.
right? Just being a constant example of the embodiment of authenticity rather than talking about it. Just
Yes.
bringing that into spaces because that is enough, and a lot of people think it's not. So I think we need more of it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And leading into your international pageant, did you have any sponsors?
Yes, so I had John Delacroix sponsor my evening gown, which was gorgeous. It was the red spark. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh,
It was like
yes.
red, sparkly, and it was like a long train, and the train actually cinched in at the hip and had a bow, like a clasp. It was so beautiful. So they sponsored that gown for me. They also sponsored a few more gowns, but I didn't think I got the chance to wear because again, actually, that was the biggest difference with nationals and internationals. It's so go go go.
Mm-hmm.
That you kind of just but they're so understanding and loving and sweet. They're like, we're just here to support. You
For
want,
sure.
like they just wanted me to look my best and perform my best. And it was actually funny. I have a funny story about the gown, if you don't mind me
Yeah, of
going.
course.
Last year in nationals, I was trying on the gown, the red one, and then they're like, let's save this for when you win this, and then you can wear it at international.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I actually laughed at them because I was like, how delusional. Like, that's so funny, right? Like, what are the chances?
Wow.
Okay,
What a
yeah, let's
full
save it.
circle moment for you that
It was
must have
actually,
been.
I'm so grateful for them because that was actually, it made so much sense to put it off because I was like, oh, Canada, red,
Yeah.
bow, cute, perfect. Yeah, for nationals, I should wear like anything, right?
Hmm.
And then internationals, that makes so much more sense. So I worked, and then full circle moment, I called them like a few weeks before my internationals, and I was like, LOL. But when I returned last year, they told me they're like, we're keeping it on hold for you
Oh,
for a year,
I love
which was
that.
amazing. Which was amazing. They literally kept it for
That's
me to wear.
amazing.
So I'm so lucky and grateful. And I really want to thank them. Just to have sponsors that actually care so much, and it's not just a tag. Like it's so much more. Like the connection I have with them, like and I've grown and built. So I'm
Is
excited to
that
support
the
them.
same company that you've modeled for? Was that?
Yeah, so I have done a fashion show for them as well.
Yeah.
And actually, they're launching a new wellness chocolate. So I'm supporting them in
Oh,
that.
nice.
They're doing like a yoga wellness chocolate event this
Oh,
Saturday. And then so I'm going to be there. So it's all full circle.
amazing.
Like I'm there to help them. They're there to help me.
Yeah, that's amazing. Did you have any other sponsors?
For, I don't think I had jewelry and all of that. Pink Orchid sponsored for sure. Definitely helped me out a lot. But yeah, so it was just honestly a one man show. I didn't have that much time to reach out to too many sponsors, so I think I did great though. Like I think honestly, I was like well prepared, and I
Well,
had
you
the
got a
team.
title. I'd say you did
No,
pretty
I
great.
think I did. My motto is just less is more without sounding annoying. Like
Did
I
you
think.
find a lot of the stuff that you brought, did you already like have it in your wardrobe or did you go and buy more stuff?
I don't remember what I packed now, actually. But you know what? Because it was Thailand, it was a lot of like summer dresses. So I found it a lot easier to pack than Abbotsford. Like I felt like I had a lot more. But I was overweight, like 7 kg. So we're not even gonna talk about that. Because that's it's just gowns, you know what I mean? It's like 2 gowns and you're
No,
already
it's
like
true.
5 kg. So it's kind of insane. And then my hair tools and all of that. I think the heaviest things were probably just the insider scoop.
Oh,
Were
for
probably
sure.
the beauty tools and like makeup and like hair products. Other
Yeah.
than that, it was pretty light to pack for Thailand because the other days where we had like half days and stuff like that, little dress, rolled it up, sandals. So it was pretty simple.
Hmm.
And yeah, makeup was super simple for me. I can only speak for myself. And hair was humidity hair. So I think this trip versus nationals for me worked out. I'm just a traveler. I'm just like a exotic place, island, Thailand, like type of
Hmm.
girl. Like I
And
just
have
like
you ever been to Kenya? Because that's where you guys are next year,
I
right?
haven't been to Kenya. I've always I've always dreamt of going to Kenya and just South Africa, just the whole thing. I think it's going to be an amazing itinerary from what I hear. I don't know how much I can talk about it, but it just sounds amazing. And Annie actually does have friends there, so I think her coordination and her suggestions, like her the things she's been suggested to do for us, I think they're just going to be spot on. So I'm
Oh,
actually
that's
very
so
excited. I
fun.
haven't been. I haven't been. I haven't. Yeah, it's just I'm so grateful for Miss Canada Inc. just because I've never been to Thailand. I'd never been to Kenya. Like it's actually crazy, like how many doors can open. Just not even from the pageant, just outside of it. If you choose to show up a little bit, the world just rewards you so much more, right? Because I do travel a lot, but it's just crazy that I haven't been.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Like, even for me, I never even won, but I still had so many doors open for me. Like, it
Yeah.
really is life-changing.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
That's so amazing. I just love that we're doing things like a little bit scared, a little bit nervous, a little bit unsure. Because really, the whole point at the end of the day, like, you have to just show up for yourself and kind of maximize your vessel. Like, that's the whole point of being here.
For sure.
See how much we can do, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, we are going to be kind of wrapping things up. Is there anything else that you want to kind of shed a light on or just mention before we wrap it up?
I want to thank you for your time for sure. I really appreciate you keeping in like touch and staying connected with everyone. I'm looking forward to our next call already. Uh, but yeah, I do have my personal brand launching, so maybe a little plug to that shamelessly, but that'll be in August. But you could check Freena underscore co, KHO, my Instagram account if you want to keep up with that. It's good enough.
Well, thank you so much for being on. I had a pleasure talking to you.
You as well. Thank you, Victoria.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.